Welcome to Mindly Way, where we explore life philosophies to grow and find the right path. Get ready to listen for an inner journey. Formerly upon a time, three people lived in ancient China. The names of the elderly monks are forgotten merely because they kept them a secret from everyone. In China, they're just called the trio of giggling monks. They went together every time and only able to laugh. They arrived at a town or village in the middle of the town square and began to chuckle. Gradually but steadily the living and was employed there, and the onlookers were powerless to stop and had to begin giggling as well, until a small group of people started laughing, and eventually more people were laughing to the entire village or town at that particular time. When the three old monks proceeded to the following village, their sole act of prayer was their laughter. Of their instruction, since they didn't communicate with anyone, they merely brought that circumstance about. They were adored throughout China and esteemed. The populace had never encountered such spiritual mentors in the past or later. They appeared to convey that life ought to be made only as a fantastic chance to laugh, as though they had found some sort of cosmic prank. So they journeyed and giggled for a long time, years, bringing happiness and joy to everyone, China, until one day, when occupying a specific village, a death occurred in the province of the north. The crowd started to run, startled, from a distance, neglecting the fields for the duration of day, only to observe the remaining two monks' response to this remarkable occurrence. They anticipated that they would display grief or even sob, and everyone in the village visited the location of the three monks, one dead and two alive. However, the last two monks, who were laughing even more intensely, they could not stop laughing, couldn't seem to quit. In order for a few of the decent people who were supporting this scenario and this conviction questioned them, asking why they weren't in mourning for their departed friend at all. And once the monks did in fact replied, "As we were traveling to your place yesterday, village, he put out the wager as to which of us would defeat the other two and win now that he's died first." The former outlaw even had a record ready, the custom of cleaning the deceased and alter his attire prior to arranging for his funeral pyre, but the elderly monk had specifically requested keep him dressed in his old clothes because, for one thing, he had never been dirty. I never consented to any of this filth. The world to get to me is testimony said through my laughter. Thus the elderly man's body was positioned on the pyre, wearing the clothes he had on when he had made it, and as the fire began to burn, licking his clothing, to the surprise of all, suddenly fireworks of 100 hues burst forth, and downward and in every direction. And lastly, the individuals who had congregated there also partnered. The pair of wise men laughed. You observe things in your life. Perhaps the sole reason we are here on this planet is so that we can keep laughing, music, and never cease feeling happy and chuckles. So the next time you run into a dilemma in the mirror, glance and simply laugh at the issue resolved due to your happiness is what gives you life. This is where motivational stories are done. Thank you for viewing, and God bless.